Hello and welcome to the Capital Area School Development Association Virtual College Fair. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Just want to give you a few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions that are happening both tonight and tomorrow, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions too. Lastly, this presentation is being recorded, and that recording will be available within about a week at strivescan.com/CASDANY. All right, I'd like to now turn it over to our presenters. And tonight we're going to start with Marymount Manhattan College.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is John Versace, and I am an admissions counselor here at Marymount Manhattan College. One second as I share my screen. So just real quick, I'm going to just do a quick brief overview of who we are here at Marymount Manhattan College. So if you're not too familiar with us, some fast facts about us is that we are a small liberal arts institution right in the Upper East Side of New York City. So we are located right in the heart of Manhattan on 71st Street. We are nearly about 1,900 undergraduate students, so we are definitely on a little bit on the smaller size, but that really offers some unique opportunities for our students, as we are one of the only few smaller schools that are located in Manhattan. So you get that small classroom environment, but you get all the opportunities that are available to you in New York City. With that, our average class size is about 15 students, so you're never going to be a number here. You're going to get to know your professors. They're going to want to get to know you and really have a close-knit environment with you in regards to offering internship opportunities or just helping you throughout your 4 years here at Marymount. We also offer housing. We have 2 residence halls, one on 55th Street and Cooper Square. So it's another great opportunity for you to really be ingrained in New York City and kind of spreading yourself out around the New York Manhattan area. In regards to our academic programs that we offer here, we have 5 main areas of study. We have communication and media arts, business, fine and performing arts, social sciences, and the natural sciences. One thing that's really great about us here is that we're really flexible in regards to student interest. So we do a lot of double dipping. So students are able to major in do dual majors, pick up a minor or two. And being a smaller institution, not only do our students know each other, but our faculty know each other really well too. So if you have 2 really wide varying academic interests, we're more than happy to work with you throughout that and pursue those academic interests, whether it be picking up a minor or picking up 2 majors. We're always more than happy to work with our students. But with that, we really do offer some really unique career opportunities. One of them is our City Edge program. We want to take advantage, what City Edge is for us here is that we want to take advantage of all the things New York City has to offer and implement it in the classroom environment. One of them is a New York City seminar. What that is in your first semester here, we help students adjust to their first semester and being new to New York City. You may be familiar with New York, but you may not be. So it's a class that's really set up in a way to kind of help ease that transition. One of them is a history course learning about the immigration history in New York City, and through that class, they typically travel to different restaurants around Manhattan, getting to hear from those owners and getting free food. So it counts as a regular class, but you also get the opportunity to travel around New York City and get a little bit more acclimated. We also really do push internship opportunities as well. Students can do internships, 5 internships that count for credit starting their sophomore year. So that's a really great opportunity to get hands-on work experience. We really do encourage that, and our career service office will more than happy sit down with you. And in regards to internships, we really, being in New York City, almost any company you can think of has a location in New York. So whether you want to work in business, finance, to the medical field, to the entertainment industry, to really anything at all, you can find different companies that are located in New York. So whether I work for HBO, Google, Goldman Sachs, Mount Sinai, there's really a wide variety of options for you, and it really allows those your opportunities to flow here. In regards to the application process, so we have early decision, which is November 1st, early action, which is December 1st. We're a regular decision for school, so it's a rolling basis. So once you receive all the different components of your application, we'll then typically about a 2-week turnaround, we'll let you know if you were academically admitted. In regards to typically what our average Marymount student academically looks like, for first year students, our average GPA is about 3.6, our average SAT score is an 1100, and our average ACT is a 24. In regards to application requirements, things that we ask for is we are a Common App school, so don't have to worry about that. Our high school transcript, it will be basically looking over your grades primarily from your first year to your junior year and sometimes senior year grades. We are a test optional institution, so if you are able to take a standardized test score, great, and you want to submit them, fantastic. If you didn't do too well or unable to take them, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to worry about submitting those. We ask for just one recommendation letter and then a college essay that represents your rating skills, who you are as a student. It's really your opportunity to have fun in the application process. Lastly, in regards to costs, tuition and fees here at Marymount are about $37,410 with room and board about almost $19,000 for a total cost of $56,304. We understand that's a lot of money, so we do offer some resources for you to make us a little bit more affordable. You are automatically considered for merit-based scholarships with your application, and those range anywhere from $4,000 to $18,000 per year. For any of our performing arts students or art programs, anything that you have to audition, submit a portfolio or interview for, you can qualify for an additional talent scholarship that ranges anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000. And then we also accept all external scholarships. So if you get any outside scholarship money, whether it be from like your high school, community organization, businesses, things you find on the internet, that's great. Feel free to send it our way and we'll be happy to accept that. And there is no limit on our end. We also encourage all students to fill out a FAFSA, which is the free application for federal student aid, because that's our way of really see if we're able to offer you more financial aid as well. And with that, that's kind of just my time. Just if you ever have any questions, feel free to write down our email and phone number, which is admissions@mmm.edu, and our phone number, which is 212-517-0430. But thanks so much for joining today, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have.
All right, thank you so much to Marymount Manhattan College. Next up, we have Purchase College.
That's me. Give me just a second. There we go. Okay. Welcome everyone. Again, thank you for coming. My name is Jordan. I'm one of the admissions counselors here at Purchase College. And because this is such a quick session, I did just want to kind of take you through our website so that you could find all of this information after the session has ended and you could see that all of this is accessible for you. So just wanted to give you a little something to take home with you basically. So Purchase College is SUNY, or Purchase College at SUNY is part of the State University of New York system. We are a small liberal arts college located just north of actually New York City in Westchester County, or about 45 minutes north of the city itself. We do have a reputation as an arts school due to the fact that we have a variety of different conservatory style BFA programs all in one central location, which is really exciting. But we also have a variety of different liberal arts and sciences programs. So we can find a little bit of everything here. And that's one of the things that is extremely fun for me to be able to talk to students about all their different interests and whatnot. In terms of our kind of just general fast facts purchased by the numbers, grand total, our institution enrolls around 4,000 students each year. It varies, of course, but that is the number that we do aim for. Generally, the vast majority of our students do come from New York State. That is because of our status as a SUNY school. For those of you who may not be aware, that's the State University of New York system. It's a collection of 64 institutions across the state. The average high school GPA for our incoming class is an 88, which is the average application GPA that we do look for. In general, our faculty to student ratio is around 12:1, with our average class size being about 20, although there's a big variation in that number depending on the program. Our academics is right here. It's the big green button on our website. You can scroll through, take a look at everything that we do offer. In terms of our academic experience at Purchase, it's important to know that we have two really crucial experiences that really bookend our experience here. And that's first is our first year seminar, which is a really important class for all of our students to take that helps ingratiate you into the college experience and make sure that you understand all of the support that is here for you, as well as how you can challenge yourself academically. This is bookended on the end of your academic career with our senior project, which is basically the logical equivalent of a master's type thesis project that we've implemented here at the undergraduate level. So during the entirety of your senior year, you will be meeting individually with a faculty member that will serve as a mentor, as well as a supervisor kind of in that sense, where you get to create some kind of academic body of work that really culminates your the knowledge that you have gained through the last years of your experience, and then you can present that to the world at the end of the year. This has led to several of our graduates getting jobs at in their particular field. It has led to them getting into their graduate institution of choice if they're going on for their master's level education, so on and so forth. So it's a very big portion of what we do here academically. And it's called our senior project, and that's because it can look like a million different things depending on what you've chosen to study throughout your time here. I did want to also show you that we do have an interactive map on our campus. We understand that the whole actually being able to visit campus is kind of difficult right now. So we've tried to bring that to you as best we can. And so this is our campus itself. Our campus is about 500 acres of what used to be an old dairy farm. Fun fact, we promise that the cow smell is gone at this point. But what I really like about Purchase's campus is that we do have a little tucked away section of New York all to ourselves. So even though we are in Westchester County, one of the most densely populated suburban counties in the state, we do have our own little slice of heaven on our own. It's very arboreal, very walkable, very green. I have almost hit a deer on my way home from work a couple of times, so that has happened. So we're really nice and secluded and away from everything right here. But we are also very accessible to fantastic elements of everything that New York has to offer, including White Plains and Portchester being the closest kind of suburban centers. And then we are, again, 45 minutes away from New York City Center. You hop on the school offered loop and you hop onto the Metro North Station. You can be there within the hour. Another thing while just talking about the campus in general is our campus motto. If you spend any time, any 5 seconds on our website, then you'll see Think Wide Open somewhere. And Think Wide Open is a really important part of our campus existence. It's the kind of mantra that guides all of our decision making. It's a commitment to our creativity, individuality, and diversity of all of our students. It represents our commitment to our LGBTQ students, as well as our commitment to sustainability going forward with all of our programs. On the academic side of things, I did just want to touch on our BFA versus our Bachelor of Arts programs. This is because they do have a different application process. And I did just want to touch on that in terms of the application process. There are deadlines that you can check out right here in the audition portfolio guidelines, as well as the applications instructions that we have for each major. And I will be dropping my contact information as well into the chat towards the end. So I think that's my time.
All right. Thank you so much to Purchase College. And next up, we have Five Towns College.
Good evening. My name is Maureen Walton. I am a senior admissions representative here at Five Towns College. I have been here for just about 5 years in April, and it is hands down my favorite job that I've ever had. So I'm again want to thank everyone who's joined us this evening, and I'm really excited to talk about Five Towns College. So Five Towns College, or FTC, is one of the most affordable private institutions located on Long Island. We're just about 30 minutes outside of New York City. Five Towns College has just under 700 undergraduate students, and we have rolling admissions, which means you may enroll up until the point classes start. However, the earlier that the students move through the application process, the earlier you're going to have your decision and be able to make your college plan. The full cost of tuition at Five Towns College is just over $24,000. And to live on campus, the cost of tuition at full cost is about $33,000. However, any student is advised to start their financial aid as soon as possible. You can get started on the FAFSA, and you'll find that information on our homepage, as well as all the other information I'll be talking about this evening, which is at www.ftc.edu. We're looking for around an 80 GPA. However, our fastest growing group of students, their GPA ranges from 85 to 93. Our average class size is around 13 students, which means from a student experience perspective, your professors will definitely know you by name. We really pride ourselves on being a family culture and learning environment, and we really celebrate the diversity of our students. Any student attending Five Towns College can take an internship and receive 3 college credits for that internship. That's typically scheduled towards your last or second to last semester and is coordinated through career services. In terms of the programs at Five Towns College, we offer programs in film and video, mass communications, liberal arts, music performance and music education, computer graphics, and theater. I'm also happy to just touch really quickly on the application process. So after a student fills out our online application, which would be done from our site, we're not on the Common Application, and you can just go to ftc.edu and click on the Apply Now tab. There's no fee to apply online, and there's also an option for students to submit their personal statement or college essay with their application. The admissions office will also look at your transcripts, your college and high school transcripts. So for our students, we are also test optional. So if you score really well on your ACT or SAT, please feel free to submit those. And if you didn't do as well as you thought, then feel free to omit those scores. In addition to your application and your personal or college statement and transcripts, a letter of recommendation is also going to be required. We recommend that your letter of recommendation is written by a teacher or guidance counselor because they can typically speak best about your academic ability, but you can certainly submit more than one. Just one letter of recommendation is required. So if you wish, you can reach out to that secondary contact if there was someone else that you had in mind and have that letter sent over. Also, if you're a film, video, or computer graphics applicant, a portfolio is going to be needed, and this is really your opportunity to shine and show us your creativity. If you're a music or theater performance applicant, we'll also work with the students through the audition process. Music education applicants also are required to interview with our department chair. Again, this information can be found on ftc.edu, or feel free to ask me any questions at any time later on. You may also be asked to complete an admissions interview. This isn't always the case, but the students that are contacted for the admissions interview, please know that that allows the admissions office to really get a better picture of our applicants. Being a smaller institution, we really pride ourselves on a holistic experience and being able to look at each application individually. If you are selected for admissions interview, you'll be notified by your admissions representative. I want to encourage those students who are interested to get started as soon as possible. Again, knowing that we're rolling admissions, you do have time, but we're currently accepting applications for our fall semester. We also automatically review each student for possible scholarships, and that can be based on a variety of different eligibility requirements. It may be academic achievement, talent, community service work. Some students may also qualify for financial or need-based scholarships. So again, we encourage you to get started right away on the FAFSA, which is the free application for federal student aid. At Five Towns College, approximately 91% of our students are utilizing some form of financial aid. So definitely the earlier that you apply and complete your admissions requirements and start your FAFSA, the earlier you'll receive that information. We're going to be hosting a series of virtual open houses. Again, you can visit ftc.edu to learn more. And we're also happy to let everybody know that we're also allowing students for an on-site tour. If you have questions regarding that, because there are some safety protocols that we have in place, you can contact the Office of Admissions at admissions@ftc.edu, or you can dial 631-656-2110. I just want to again thank everyone for listening, and on behalf of the admissions team here at Five Towns College, we really look forward to anyone who's interested in joining our community and speaking with you. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you to Five Towns College. Next up, we have Hartwick College.
Hi there. Thank you so much for having me. Sorry, my name is Shayna Popo. I am a senior assistant director in the admissions office for Hartwick College, and I'm also an alumni. I graduated right in 2017. I had a bachelor's for business administration. So I was there for all 4 years and absolutely loved it. So about Hartwick, we are nestled on a hill in Oneonta, New York. We have a vibrant campus community that fosters belonging. And here you can really find your place and your people. So with our beautiful location on the vibrant living spaces, it's easy to feel at home on our campus, and that's really made for connections. And as a Hawk, you will discover that getting involved is easy, making friends comes naturally, and everyone here is rooting for your success. So to begin, I would actually love to start, if I am can be good at technology. And I just want to make sure. Okay. And here we go.
It all starts on this hill. This is where belonging means being. Exactly who you are and who you'll become. It's where belonging means believing. You'll find the courage to surprise others, especially yourself. This is where you'll find your passion and purpose. You're just what the world needs.
And a beautiful campus, it most certainly is. If I can't be good at doing this, my apologies. And so with our distinctive offer flight path, every student receives a dedicated guidance team, future-focused education, personal mentorship, and immersive career opportunities. I mean, immediately, as soon as you decide to begin at Hartwick College, so even before you begin freshman year. And with that, what makes Flight Path so special is the gain of the real world experiences early and often that build your confidence. So we, as an entire campus and alumni network, we help you document your progress into a digital resume, and it prepares you for, a really meaningful career after graduation. So that way every step matters. So basically on this hill, you really get to launch the rest of your life. When it comes back to the admissions department, we are rolling admissions, a free application on the Common App or right on our website. And we do offer every single student that is accepted the eligibility of a minimum $30,000 per academic year towards tuition to help with that crazy college scary number. And so with that, our main decision deadline is the national deadline of May 1st. So that way we can really help you every single step of the way to complete that full college search circle, financial, academic, and environmental. So one more video, I think, if I still have time. Actually, nope, I think I might be out, but you can absolutely find all of our information right on our website at hartwick.edu. And later on, I'll definitely drop my information right into the chat box so that way you can reach out to me personally if you feel more comfortable. And I'm very happy to let you know that as we do have virtual events that are completely free, we also have free in-person visits now available as well. So that's something you can also sign up for right on our website. So thank you so much for all of your time. I really appreciate it.
All right, thank you so much to Hartwick College. Next up, we have Monroe College.
Good evening, students. My name is Selena Drinks, and I am a Monroe College alumni and admissions advisor. I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about Monroe College and what we have to offer. Here at Monroe, we believe that you matter, your history, your family, your challenges, and your goals. Diversity matters. We are multicultural, multi-ethnic, and multi-generational. Support matters. We provide small classrooms and mentors for our freshmen and transfer students. Flexibility matters. We give you options to move forward, whether those are morning classes, evening classes, part-time, or full-time. Honesty matters. We keep you focused on your goals so that you can meet them. We have two main campuses. One is our Bronx campus, which is mainly our commuter campus. We have our New Rochelle campus, which is located in Westchester, New York, which has our dorms, so that is catered to our out-of-state students as well as some commuter students. Our St. Lucia campus is mainly for students that live in St. Lucia, and we have our online setting. Our classroom sizes are on average 20 students, which I personally love because you get the one-on-one support that you need from your professors. They will know your name. They do put the time in and the effort to make sure that you completely understand what they are trying to tell you. Here at Monroe College, we offer 3 semesters a year, which allows students to finish their degree faster. If you are going for your bachelor's degree and you take part in our 3-semester program, you will finish your bachelor's in 3 years. As mentioned earlier, our freshmen and transfer students do get an FYE advisor, which is first year experience. They cater to your needs. They are your support system, as well as a mentor. And I myself am a mentor. So most of the time a mentor is someone who has graduated from the college and can give you that extra support system that you may need, that follows up with your attendance. If you have any situations at home that you need to discuss, is kind of that extra person, that extra friend in your corner. If you need extra assistance in your classes, we have an academic center, which is open to all of our students. It has our tutors, our peer advisors, as well as some deans and academic advisors that can help you with any essays, writing tips, extra help for math classes, and etc. Here's a list of our degree programs. We have our School of Allied Health Professions, our Diagnostic Medical Stenography program, our Health Service Administration, Medical Administration, Medical Assisting, and Public Health. Our School of Business and Accounting, we have accounting, business administration, business management, general business, and sports management. Our School of Criminal Justice, we have criminal justice and human services. Our School of Education, we have early childhood education. Our School of Hospitality Management and Culinary Arts, we have culinary arts, hospitality management, and baking and pastry. Our School of Information Technology, we have computer information science, computer networks and cybersecurity. Our School of Nursing, we have a bachelor's in nursing as well as a second degree option for RN or traditional high school path. Our athletic program is a little bit different. On our Bronx campus, we have Division III athletics, and on our New Rochelle campus, we have Division I athletics. For our men and women, we have soccer, basketball, track and field, baseball or softball, rugby, and marching band. The men also have football, and the women have volleyball. Monroe College is extremely affordable. Per semester, our full-time tuition is $7,488, and for a part-time student, it's $428. We do have grants and scholarships available, some for academics, which is our trustee scholarship. Our culinary and hospitality scholarships are our ProStart, CCAP, and Skill. And of course, our Division I program offers athletic scholarships. If you like what you heard here today, please join our family and complete our admissions process. It is very simple. All you need to do is complete an application, a personal statement, a high school transcript, and have an admissions interview with someone like myself. There is an application fee, but that can be waived as long as you just let us know that you met with me today. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.
All right, thank you so much to Monroe College. And next up, we have Pace University.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Alexa Dalvis. I'm one of the admissions counselors here at Pace University, and I am so excited to talk to you all about our amazing school. What I always like to start off with is by talking about what makes the PACE education experience unique, and that is absolutely the implementation of our PACE Path goal setting system, which is essentially going to serve as your blueprint to success during your time at PACE. You begin working on your PACE Path your first semester on campus in your University 101 course, which is a course that's designed to teach you how to be a college student. And in this course, you set goals for yourself within our 3 key categories: personal development, professional development, and academic development, which ensures that you receive all of those quintessential, well-rounded college experiences before walking across that graduation stage. I do like to remind students that the PACE Path is flexible. It's designed to change along with you. So you are always able to update all of those different goals that you set as you and your interests change during your time at PACE. But diving a little deeper into each of the 3 sections of the path, beginning with academics, one of the greatest things about PACE is that here you're always going to be a name. You will never be a number. Our average class size is about 20 students, and that only gets smaller as you progress through your major. Now, in terms of our academic programs, over 150 different major and accelerated degree programs here at PACE throughout our 5 undergraduate schools of study. Our College of Health Profession houses our health sciences as well as our nursing program. Our Dyson College of Arts and Sciences is home to over 50 different majors, including criminal justice, communications, biology, psychology, our School of Performing Arts, all of those different liberal arts, humanities type subjects. Jumping down to our Leuven School of Business, a lot of traditional business programs such as marketing, accounting, and finance, but we also have some unique specialized programs as well, such as hospitality and tourism management, arts and entertainment management, as well as sports marketing. Our School of Education, we have adolescent, early childhood, and childhood education, as well as 5-year degree options for all 3 of those subjects. And last, we have our Seidenberg School of Computer Science and Information Systems, which houses programs in computer science, information systems, and information technology. For any students who might be joining us that are interested in pursuing a law degree, our 3rd campus is located in White Plains, New York. It is our Elizabeth Hobbs School of Law, and through our law school, you will have the opportunity to do a 3+3 program to save yourself some time and some money getting that advanced degree. We also have an honors college on campus, so lots of perks that come along with it. You have access to exclusive courses, trips, and events, early course registration, as well as a guaranteed minimum of a $15,000 scholarship. So it really does pay off to keep those grades up in high school, and that's a great goal for you to set in your PACE path if you don't get into the honors college upon your acceptance to PACE, because you can apply in at the end of your freshman year if you maintain a 3.5 GPA. In terms of getting hired on campus, our Office of Career Services really goes above and beyond to link our students up with all the different job and internship opportunities that are out there. They do everything from one-on-one career counseling to help with creating resumes and cover letters, tips and tricks for online and interpersonal networking, mock interviews, and etiquette workshops. They will teach you how to shake a hand. They will even let you borrow a blazer if you don't already own one. And the best part about career services is that we call these services PACE for Life, which means 10, 15 years down the line from now, if you need some help figuring out a change in career or pursuing new job opportunities, our alumni career counselors will work with you in the same capacity that they worked with you as a student, really to support your success and career growth for life. Now, we do have two unique campuses here in New York, one located in the heart of the financial district, you're steps away from Wall Street and the Brooklyn Bridge, really immersed in the hustle and bustle of Manhattan. But one unique feature of our campus is that we're condensed into a 5-block radius. So you're never going to have to swipe a Metro card to get from class to your bedroom at night. You are about a 5-minute walk away from all of our campus facilities. About an hour north of New York City, we have our more traditional Westchester campus. It has the grass, the trees, the student quad, Division II athletics, kind of like what you see in the movies. But regardless of which campus you call home, you have access to all of the resources and opportunities on both campuses. They are a 2-for-1 deal, and we do have a shuttle that's free for our students to use that runs back and forth between the two campuses. So you have access to all of those great dual campus resources right at your fingertips. In terms of student life, over 150 different student clubs and organizations on campus representing pretty much every interest you could possibly think of, from academic and business, media and entertainment, professional, politics and social justice, the works, something for everyone. But if you do have an interest that isn't currently represented on campus, you're easily able to work with our student government organization to start your own club. So getting involved, it's a great way. You meet new people, you have new experiences. There's lots of leadership development opportunities that you wouldn't necessarily find in an academic or an internship setting. In terms of financial aid, we are a private school, but we are doing the most to make sure that it is an affordable private school education for our students. 95% of our first-year students do receive financial assistance, with your average student receiving close to $26,000 every single year in gift aid, which is money you don't have to pay back at the end of the 4 years. PACE.edu/calculator, great way for you to find a bit more information on what you can anticipate paying for PACE. Application requirements really quickly, very standard, high school test score, or we are test optional institution. So we only require that application, transcript, letters of recommendation, and a personal statement. In regards to deadlines, everything's online, and I will make sure to pop my information in the chat. So if anyone has follow-up questions, feel free to reach on out. Thank you so much for your time tonight.
All right, thank you to Pace University. Okay, so we've heard from all of our presenters, but we still have some time left, about 8 minutes or so by my count. So I'm just going to ask all of our presenters to go ahead and turn their cameras back on, and let's do a little round robin questions here. So the first question that I'd like our presenters to answer is, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? And why don't we go ahead and start with Marymount Manhattan College?
Sure. What I would say, as a piece of advice in the college search process, would be feel free to always just reach out and ask questions. This is kind of our job, is to help answer any questions that you may have. So always feel free to reach out, whether it be the smallest thing, whether it be just like what's residence life like, or just like what is a day in the life of a student. We can always, if we can't answer the question, we're probably the people that can point you in the right direction. So we're more than happy to answer, connect you with a student in a specific major, or connect you with the faculty members. So definitely always try to reach out as much as possible.
Does that mean, am I next? Okay, all right.
Sorry.
Didn't want to step on toes. Okay, my biggest piece of advice is to definitely, kind of piggybacking off of what John said, to find a way to get in contact with a student in some variety. Chatting with a student, we as admissions counselors, we know all of the important information about all of the degrees and kind of some of your academic experience, but really understanding what is it like to be a X, Y, and Z student is really important to that. And so finding out the student life aspect and get it straight from the horse's mouth. Chatting directly with students is the best way to do that. So, and you can take that to any campus that you're looking at. So.
Should I go next from Five Towns College?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, sure. So to supplement, I think those were awesome tips. In addition to asking questions and speaking to a current student, I always just like to remind students, as you're going through and you're looking at colleges and schools, remember why you're taking the time to do that and what the admissions requirements are there for, right? So a lot of students are thinking like, I'm applying to 5 different schools, or I'm applying to XYZ school. Why do I have to do all these steps? I think we all take pride as professionals in really taking the time to look through your personal statement or your college essay and look through your letters of recommendation. So kind of think about, I always explain it as putting the puzzle pieces together. And this is really your opportunity to make yourself jump off that application page. So just those extra few minutes as you're crafting your personal statement or college essay, or who you're going to maybe ask for a letter of recommendation, take a few extra minutes and look that over, or just take an extra read through and make sure that's really telling your story. The reason why we're all doing what we do is because we love it and we want to know who you are and we want to make sure that you're a great fit with the community. And, we can only learn as much as you're telling us. So just like when you're a student, don't be afraid to ask questions. Same thing throughout the admissions process, and don't be afraid to share as much as you're comfortable with. We really take pride in what we do, and just know that the reason why we're asking questions, or if we ask for an admissions interview, is because we really want to get to know you. So just putting those puzzle pieces together, taking that time, and really the details, and thinking of that when you're asking for things like your letter of recommendation.
Thank you. So for my advice, I would definitely say make sure you're just taking care of yourself during this crazy springtime, because colleges are opening for in-person visits just like us. So, you want to be well so that way you can get yourselves onto campus, because we're doing everything we possibly can to make sure, your family is secure when you come here. So that's another thing. Don't be afraid. Everything is starting to lighten up again. The sun is starting to come out.
What I would suggest is not to be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. College is supposed to be frightening and everybody goes through it, and it could be scary. And through this pandemic, everybody's been kind of hiding behind a computer screen, but it might be time to, step out of that comfort zone and start reconnecting with the world.
And I think my biggest piece of advice is just to remember that these are your 4 years, your next 4 years of your life. So while obviously mom, dad, your best friend are going to have a say and opinion, ultimately you know yourself best and you know where you're going to be happiest and most successful. So just remember that ultimately this is your future and you should end up wherever is going to make you happiest.
Yeah, great. Thanks. A lot of really good advice there. We got a little bit of time for one more question. So let's throw this out to the round table here. What is your favorite event or tradition on campus?
Sure. I would say for us is Apple Fest, which is kind of like our student involvement fair. And we normally, under normal circumstances, will close down the street that we're on in New York City. And there'll be food trucks and different vendors and events going on, but it's also a really great opportunity to see all the different things that you can sign up for on campus when it comes to like clubs and organizations. So it's a really big event in the beginning of the year that really kind of throws all of New York City all at once. But it's also really cool that we literally close down a whole entire street to have some fun with our students.
Very excited we got to this question. I have a couple. I'll go really fast, I promise. My first one is Fall Ball, which is a giant drag variety show that we hold in our fall semester, where you go to, you have a blast, and then you're coughing up glitter the next morning. In the winter, we do Zombie Prom, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's just like your high school prom, except everyone's undead and bloodified and Halloween costumes. It's fantastic. And then in the spring, we do what we call Perchella, which is actually, it's called Culture Shock, but it's basically Purchase does Coachella, where we have an entire music festival and street food and carnivals and all that fun stuff. Lots of fun stuff happens at Purchase, and I could go on for like hours about it, but I'm going to stop myself there.
For me, I would say, traditionally speaking, my favorite moment is typically graduation. And not just because I get to see the students that I met during an application process and then I saw their first semester. I'm thinking of a student I was speaking with this morning because we just started our spring classes in person again yesterday. And now she's in her second to last semester and it's just like blowing me away. I can't believe it. So traditionally speaking, I would say graduation, because we are a small institution and we get to see, family and friends gather. And it's just such a poignant moment for the students. I'd also say those types of events, but really anything from like the radio shows that we have and the guests that we have come on. I think also because we have film and audio recording, we can do things in a really cool way. And our students are usually performing at any of the events that we have going on. And if you see any video content ftc.edu. That's usually done with our own students. So I would say really, truly any event, but for me personally, just seeing the students, having that moment and finishing their academic career just is a real, it tugs at your heartstrings every time you see it, no matter how many years you've been working in admissions.
For Hartwick, and I would say definitely besides the holidays down in the city, because we get really spoiled being a small town, all the different events that the city puts on for us. But on the campus, I would say WIC Week, the incoming week where freshmen actually come to campus. That's probably my favorite event that goes on for the full 5 to 7 days, depending on the year. But from Wednesday to Monday, basically, it's just event after event after event after event to get students really immersed and to meet each other, to not only your classmates, but to your professors, people around in the community, and upperclassmen as well, because we don't have just freshman buildings, you kind of live all together. So it's a really big week that we do to kind of expose you and kind of throw you into the water with the life jacket.
For me, would definitely be graduation. We have our graduation at Radio City Music Hall, and it is a truly impeccable event because you get to see how many students actually attend our college, or would be your college, as that's 3 campuses plus the graduate school. And it's just so shocking to see so many students complete their same goal, and just so happy to see their friends and family and share that moment together.
And my favorite tradition here at PACE is definitely midnight breakfast. It happens during midterms and finals week every semester. Our libraries are open 24/7, so it's just a great opportunity. We do a big buffet continental breakfast spread at midnight. There's music and games and raffles, and it's just a fun little pick-me-up in the middle of finals week.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing those traditions. Those are definitely the things that you will remember the most about your time, I'm sure. But we are out of time today. So I do want to say thank you to all of our presenters today. I also want to say thank you to all of you for joining us. When you close this window, there's going to be a link to a very quick four-question survey. We'd really appreciate any feedback that you can provide. Also, as I mentioned earlier, this is just one of many different sessions being hosted. There's one more tonight and there's some tomorrow as well. So be sure to sign up for additional sessions. In about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording, as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/CASDANY. Thanks again.